How's it going, everyone? I'm filming this on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, which means it's actually, Sunday morning, which means it's going to be uploaded Sunday morning to Sunday afternoon. So happy Sunday whenever you're watching this. Hope your Sunday was good. I want to talk about Citrus Blend. I know there's been a lot of other videos that we posted out about Citrus Blend, but it's not really shining the light on it as much as it needs to be shown. Citrus Blend is a really unique combination of herbs mixed together, it's formulated very properly, for yeast, bacteria, funguses, basically any cells or things that are growing in the body that shouldn't be, that are causing constant bladder infections, rashes like eczema, hives, mucus and phlegm, and sinus headaches and things like this. Also teeth issues as well, because a lot of the nerves get affected in the bottom of your teeth due to an actual bacteria that keeps growing and affecting the nerve. And it works so fast. Like I've had people, I remember we were in Kelowna working one, and some guy was holding his tooth because it was hurting so bad. And we popped 3 of them, said, here you go, and he took them, and by the end of like a 15-minute consultation of just testing, the pain has subsided. A lot of women ask on a regular basis, what can you do right away for a bladder infection? I don't want to go on antibiotics right now because I just finished a round and clearly it didn't kick it. Citrus Blend, high amounts. You take a couple every hour. And Citrus Blend has an amazing ability to actually finally flush out that bacteria that holds in the lining the tissue of the bladder or a kidney. Because sometimes it just subsides into the tissue and then you don't feel the actual effects of a bladder infection, and then you feel no pressure, everything's fine, good to go. So you continue your day, with other stimulants of infections like yeast and bread and bacteria and coffees and things like this that you're putting into your system, and it goes, oh, there's our host, and it comes back with vengeance, and all of a sudden you're have a stronger infection to get rid of. One of the reasons why bladder infections, or chronic bladder infections, are hard to really get rid of is because we have trillions of cells that make us up as a human, the DNA of us. We have more bacteria cells. We are mainly bacteria. So that's why some people get really weirded out in life when they get a great health checkup from a doctor and then fall deathly ill 2 weeks later. If you look in the traces of what they've been doing in their timeline, it's like, well, did you overindulge in certain things, or where did the scale tip, the balance of allowing that bad bacteria to override the good? Because if you have more bad, the good doesn't stand a chance, really. So we've got to live in this balanced lifestyle of good and bad with everything, even the bacteria of our systems. So this one here, Citrus Blend, really goes after finally pulling out, like, let's call them the host, the root bacteria that keeps spreading and growing, because bacteria is also a culture which is alive. It's got like an actual, not a physical brain, but let's just say a brain for different cultures, which means if you do certain types of antibiotics and things and keep hitting it hard, it actually grows aware of what you're trying to do and mutates differently to become resistant to those. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. So that's why a lot of times when it comes to a herbal supplement like Citrus Blend, if you really want to go after it, we say, don't just, if you're going to fight somebody, don't just run around them and poke them on the shoulder a couple times. Go all in, go fast, go guns a-blazing, and you got a chance, right? So that's what the Citrus Blend, you just keep popping them. And then usually anytime between 1 to 4 or 5 days, all of that stuff subsides. Same with rashes though, because it comes from the stomach, the bacteria, the culture not breaking down, it produces different response in the system, and your skin is being the largest organ and lymphatic system. It's going to try and help you out and push it through the skin. So that's where rashes really come from. I tell clients, I look them right in the eye and say, listen, if you didn't rub poison ivy on yourself, like I did a long time ago, or if you did not come into contact with a chemical reaction like environmental that created this rash, which you usually would know if you did, it came from the inside of your stomach, the gut microbiome, the culture. Something's not breaking down, and the rash, even as itchy, irritants, as a nuisance as it is, it's there to help you so your system on the inside doesn't become overloaded. So it's there for a reason, but we don't want to live like that, absolutely. That's the first tell sign that something you're doing in your life needs to change if there's a rash, because the body's not happy. Citrus Blend. The only unfortunate part is it's very few people actually know about this product. And when they talk about yeast or bacteria and cultures, they say, I've tried everything under the sun. Well, have you tried Citrus Blend? No. You haven't tried everything. If you are suffering from constant bladder infections or weird rashes and skin conditions that will not flare up, or sinus mucus or teeth aches and pains, but you go to the dentist and everything's fine, but still something hurts, I really encourage you to give Citrus Blend a try. I think that you'd be very happy with the results. I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you later.